DeWanna Bonner is expected to sign soon with the Phoenix Mercury, the team that drafted her in '09. She won 2 WNBA titles.
The WNBA has officially gone full soap opera, and it just hit its peak. Once again, DeWanna Bonner is making headlines, not for basketball, but for quitting. She returned to the Phoenix Mercury after a failed stint with the Indiana Fever, and that move says more than any press release ever could. This is the same Bonner who once claimed she joined Indiana to lead Caitlin Clark and mentor a young team. Now she's walking away mid-season, crawling back to her comfort zone where the pressure is low and expectations are even lower. The moment things didn't go her way, she folded. She didn't face the challenge, she ran from it.
Hey, look, it looks official. DeWanna Bonner expected to sign with the Mercury. And this is sad. This is almost to the level of disgusting. Now, yes, I do want her to have a job. I don't want her job to get taken away from her. Don't think that. But what I'm saying is the WNBA is allowing something so disgusting.
This isn't just a transfer. It's the story of a player who thought she could coast through the season, cash checks, and ride her legacy. She believed her name would guarantee minutes, but the league isn't handing out court time for past trophies. It's about current performance. And when Bonner's minutes started to vanish, she didn't rise to the occasion. She bailed. She walked instead of worked. She showed the world she wasn't ready to play second to anyone, not even a generational star like Caitlin Clark.
DeWanna, Joanna, Adrian Bronner, I could care less what your name is. Now you can go over there and play broke-back basketball with your wife. You hear me? The WNBA is a joke. At this point, they need to call it the Real Housewives. Real talk, because it ain't nothing but drama. But it's crazy, though. See, before all of this happened, the speculation was already in the air. Know what I'm saying? Once I got wind of that your wife was up over there, man, I tripped out, bro, because it's crazy. You making all of these excuses, talking about the fever do too much running. Ma'am, you are almost 40. So if you can't keep up, you...
What began as a leadership move quickly turned into reality TV. Bonner entered Indiana promising guidance and experience but became the centerpiece of dysfunction. Instead of setting the tone, she pouted on the bench, vanished from lineups, and now exits stage left, trying to frame it as a business decision. But the truth? It's a full-blown emotional collapse dressed up as strategy.
At the end of the day, DeWanna Bonner pulled off a heist, man, and it is what it is, bro. White, she should feel like a damn fool. You brought her over here, and she fucked us. I'm gonna be honest, she fucked us real.
She signed with the Fever in February 2025, a two-time champion and six-time All-Star with a strong resume. Fans were hyped to see her play alongside Clark, expecting wisdom, leadership, and veteran poise. And at first, the spotlight was hers. But when Clark became the face of the team and the league, Bonner shrank. She didn't want to support the star, she wanted to be the star. And when she couldn't, she folded like a lawn chair in a wind.
In my opinion, it's crazy because I wouldn't necessarily pick her up. I wouldn't pick her up, man. I think they play too fast for her. Even with her wanting to go to the Dream, I think they play too fast for her too. And if we look at, what she was stating while she was with the Indiana Fever, most of her interviews, she was saying, yeah, they run. I'm tired. They be running here. They run. So if that's the main problem, you're going to have that same problem playing.
The numbers exposed everything. In 9 games, Bonner averaged just 7.1 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 1.6 assists while shooting a dismal 34.5%. That's a massive drop from her 15 points and 6 rebounds last season in Connecticut. Her decline wasn't just physical, it was identity-shattering. She didn't just lose minutes. She lost relevance in a system built for the future, not the past.
leaving the Fever and going over there to the Mercury? Is it because y'all boo up over there? Because last time I checked, they got what's her name? Sabata, however you say her name. You hear me? The tall, light-skinned woman. Yes, I don't know her like that because I don't watch them. You know what I'm saying? But they run up over there too as well. So what is you talking about, bruh? It's crazy. But see, the WNBA are allowing you to sign with the Mercury after you force your way out of the league. Man, look, that commissioner.
She started only 3 of 9 games this season, a steep fall from 39 starts the year before. When Lexi Hull took her spot in the starting lineup, it crushed Bonner's ego. She expected guaranteed minutes. Instead, she was benched, watching the rookie era unfold from the sidelines. On June 12th, she vanished. Team cited personal reasons, but the truth leaked fast. She demanded a trade. Not just anywhere. She wanted Phoenix or Atlanta. Translation, she refused to play second to Clark, even if Clark was breaking records night.
Not only does it look bad that you allow this player to just straight up quit on the team and I guess pout her way out of a contract, but you also are picking her up, right? Just because. I feel like at this point, if you pick her up and put her on the Mercury, you're just picking.
Coach Stephanie White didn't dance around it. When asked about Bonner, she simply said they hadn't spoken much and the team was focused elsewhere. That was the writing on the wall. Indiana was done with the drama. Trade talks fizzled, no team wanted the baggage. So on June 25th, the Fever cut her loose. Not for performance. For peace. They waived her to protect chemistry and culture.
Now, in spite of players such as Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, who lauded her leadership, I guess things didn't turn out as planned for Bonner. Maybe because of lack of playing time, maybe because she didn't get along with the coaching staff, maybe there was some internal beef somewhere else. But I do know one thing for sure, is that Alyssa Thomas is also on the team, who also happens to be Bonner's fiance. Now again, I do not know if that's the sole reason why Bonner decided to abruptly leave the Indiana Fever to join the Mercury. And I feel bad for Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and a lot of the players who riled around Bonner.
Then Bonner tried to spin it. On Instagram, she posted some cryptic "quitter? Never been" that line and promised an apology. But fans weren't buying it. You quit mid-season. No spin fixes that. She tried to play the victim, but the facts were clear. She walked away. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Mercury welcomed her back like nothing happened. She returned to familiar shadows where she wouldn't have to compete, lead, or be accountable, just exist.
Back with the Phoenix Mercury. No surprise. Everybody kind of saw this coming. It was basically written on the wall. You know, the reuniting with Alyssa Thomas, who's a hell of a ball player. The DeWanna Bonner saga. I think Fever fans are over it, obviously, and I feel like they feel like it's a fresh start in a lot of ways because in this instance, the team gets Ari McDonald to replace DeWanna Bonner. But the way it went down,
Fever fans weren't sad. They were relieved. At first, they gave her grace. When she disappeared, they assumed the worst, maybe illness, maybe injury. But when the truth came out, it felt like betrayal. She wasn't hurt. She was just unhappy. When she wiped her Instagram of Fever content while still under contract, fans saw it for what it was, abandonment. She left the very team she promised to guide because the role wasn't big enough.
the Phoenix Mercury, they've been playing pretty well over the course of the season. Bonner was not playing great when she was with the Fever, but I think at this point, Fever fans would say DeWanna Bonner has done the team a favor by leaving the squad. Meanwhile, you know, she still does have that pedigree, so maybe she can find the right role with the Mercury. Ultimately, July 30th is the takeaway there. That is when the Fever host the Phoenix Mercury when they will play DeWanna Bonner next. And it's
Now Phoenix has a version of Bonner that's a far cry from her prime. She's not a 17-point scorer. Not a leader. Just a...
I didn't want her on the team in the first place, bro. I thought she was going to do something because Stephanie White is there. She was half-assing the whole time, bro. She did not want to be hanging out with Caitlin Clark. She didn't want to be with her. She didn't want to hang out with her. She didn't want to do anything with her, bro. She thought she was a star. Nah, I'm the main character. That's what Caitlin Clark is, the main character. She can take her bags and get the hell out of Indianapolis, bro. Go wherever you want to go. Who cares?